Jamming with History, Chapter 8, Creative Input. His friends thought it was cool that Virgil was so dedicated to their prank that he had chosen his new look based off of it. They shot out wild things they could do to make Virgil even more of a nightmare to Roman's parents. It was a free-for-all brainstorming extravaganza, though they soon forgot about the practical and were just having fun. When they walked outside with Roman at the end of the day, Virgil and his friends were waiting them up. Roman had picked up his gym clothes, kind of excited to see more of Virgil's life outside of school and skateboard. "Have you called your folks yet about getting home later?" Virgil wondered. No, I usually stay outside until dinner anyway. Sketching and stuff, you know," Roman offers. So they trust you that much at least," Virgil observed approvingly. "Well," Roman shrugged. He was not comfortable talking about the many steps that had been taken in order to build that trust. Not in public, and not to Virgil just yet. "Okay, so here's the plan. Call them up, say I'm taking you to the club." Virgil grinned. Roman's friends let out an excited, "Oh!" Roman took out his phone and dialed his father's number, hoping he didn't disturb him in a meeting. "Roman, is everything all right?" he asked worriedly. Roman thought for a second to be a little clearer, but then he remembered that his parents had called his teacher, embarrassing the heck out of him in the process, and had decided not to tell him, embarrassing him even more. It wasn't a sin, but he wasn't doing anything wrong here. "Yeah, sure. Just thought I'd let you know. Virgil is taking me to the club. I'll be home at dinner, though," he promised. "Club? What club?" his father asked tensely. "Come on, little prince," Virgil grinned as he wrapped an arm around him and started leading him to the motorbike stall. "I got Remy to hook you up." In response to this, Virgil's friends started whooping. "Get ready to get wrecked, man!" one Delilah cheered. "Seriously though, Remy is a man. You're in good hands with him," another Amber assured him. "Just don't wuss out and you'll get the high of a lifetime," Vinny added. No doubt referring to sports euphoria. But his dad didn't know that. He was sputtering on this other side of the line. "Hey Sanders, you best bring our main lead back in one piece," Roman's friend Clara demanded. She was usually the favorite for leads alongside him. "No promises. If you can't take it, I will not be held responsible," Virgil called back to her, giving her a thumbs up. "I have to go, Dad. See you soon," Roman hurried before hanging up. "He's going to lose it," he whispered incredulously. "Dad, was that too far?" "My crew came up with it. Your theater kids will have to step up your game," Virgil teased as he waved off his friends. Roman waved at his own and let himself be led to paranoia. "Your dad is a smart guy. After the initial panic, he'll probably realize it can't be what he thought it was, because he raised you better than that." It was weird how Virgil seemed able to tell what Roman was worried about so easily. "Well, yeah, you're right. We probably shouldn't burn all our good ideas in the first week, though," Roman mused. Virgil nodded as he got them ready to take on the road, once again helping Roman with his jacket. "You have a point. We'll let them cut their bread for a bit. Next scare is for when we start working at one another's places," Virgil suggested. Roman nodded as he got on paranoia. "Sounds good." And then they took off, and conversation was impossible for a while. When they got to the sports club, Virgil worked swiftly. Roman recalled him saying that his coach didn't take kindly to tardies. "I have to run. Go to the front desk and ask for me. Good luck." And before Roman could say anything, Virgil was out of sight. Remy was a very energetic and ruthless man. Not mean, but man was he putting Roman through it. "Come on, Romeo. If you want to be a prince in charming armor, you gotta be ready to slay dragons, not just textbooks," he said, as he made Roman do another set. Apparently, Virgil had told him that Roman was in theater. Roman was starting to regret the Disney references he'd made during their brainstorming session the day before, because Virgil had definitely told Remy, and he had chosen Roman to test out his hero training Men Out of You program. Remy liked to put together trainings that appeal to people's interests. Disney Fans was his newest project. Because Roman was a guinea pig for this program, he was helping him free of charge. Every exercise was inspired by Disney, and a dash of theater just for him. Right now, Roman hated Virgil and Remy with a burning passion. "One more, bud, you are almost there." "Don't you dare using Tiana against me," Roman growled as he pushed himself through the exercise before collapsing. "Good job, kid. Usually first-timers are much more whiny. You're tougher than you look." Roman sat up and looked at his tormentor to find he was holding up a banana and a bottle of water. He accepted the boon and took a bite of the banana. He had never tasted something so delicious. This must be what eating ambrosia was like. Vinny was right. This was the closest Roman was ever going to get to experiencing what a high was like. The adrenaline from the training, the euphoria of just everything. It was kind of like the buzz he got from performing. The latter held to Roman's preference, mainly because it didn't make him hate everything in sight for a good half hour before he got that high. Still, he knew that if he stuck with this, it would be good for him. He'd wanted to work on his physique for a while now. He was pretty tall, actually, but he still felt tiny next to most of his regular tormentors. He was a full head taller than Virgil, and yet he felt smaller. There was definitely such a thing as 6 feet energy, and Virgil had it. He knew he was handsome. He was cast as a dashing prince last year for a reason. And when he got contacts and a more flattering outfit, there was no denying it. And maybe if he got in shape, he could feel it off the stage as well. "Thanks," he said as he finished off his snack and started on his water. "Don't choke on it. Virgil would be very cross of me if I drowned his honey like this." Roman nearly choked due to that remark. "I'm not... What did Virgil tell you?" he asked incredulously. Remy burst out laughing. "Oh, you are too adorable. I was just messing with you." "Though if you are putting yourself through this to impress him," Roman shook his head firmly. "Virgil suggested it, but I'm doing this for me." Remy steadied him. "Good, because trust me, if you do it for anyone else, you won't be able to keep it up. Other people come and go, but you are stuck with yourself, so do it for you, boo." Roman nodded. "Now, Virgil is going to be training for another half hour or so. You can go change and head to the observation terrace. See how the athletes suffer under Coach James. You might appreciate my gentle guidance more once you see what a real training looks like." Roman nodded and got up. He checked his phone once he got out of the shower. That was a lot of missed calls. He sighed and called his mother back. "Mom? Sorry, just got out of training. What's going on?" he asked innocently. "Roman Enrique Fernandez!" "Wait, training?" she asked astonished before she could accuse him of anything. "Yeah, Virgil got me set up with a trainer at the sports club. He has a new program he wanted to try out. I just got out," he explained as he headed to the observation deck. The smell of chlorine hit him along with the hot, moist air. He could hear the whistle ringing through the air and the sound of bodies moving through water. "Where are you now?" his mother asked. "Virgil isn't done with his swim training yet, so I'm waiting for him." "Whoa," he breathed as he saw Virgil cleave through the water effortlessly. Virgil's muscles were defined, but not bulky by any means. And there was an elegance to how he moved. It was clear why there were multiple trophies with his name on in the trophy case at school. "Roman?" his mother asked. "Sorry, they are really fast. I was just impressed for a second there," he explained. "I'm going to let you go, Mom. I'll be home in time for dinner. Promise," he told her. "Love you." And with that, he hung up. He observed the training, and Remy was right. This coach James was infinitely more demanding than Remy. Sure, he was working with young athletes, not with a complete newbie. Roman got to watch about 15 minutes of training before the coach let his team go. In that time, he checked his Tumblr. Hawkins did some digital art about their newest discussion point. Queer Disney characters. His latest work centered around a pansexual Captain Hook, yes, it was a deliberate pun, and a gay ace Mr. Smee in a queer platonic relationship. It was a fabulous work, and Roman made sure to tell him that. He packed his things and went down to meet Virgil in the entrance hall. Virgil was chatting with his teammates, complaining about the coach it seemed. When Virgil spotted him, he grinned and bid the others goodbye, before approaching him. "See, you didn't run away." "Awesome," he grinned. "I don't think I have the energy to run him anymore," Roman groaned. The very thought made him want to take a nap. Me either. Good thing we have a ride then, Virgil reminded him as he led him outside. This time, Virgil didn't make a big show of arriving. He dropped Roman off, wished him a nice dinner, and left. Roman stretched and headed inside. He could already feel he'd be sore in the morning. But the result would, hopefully, be worth it.